Hi, thank you so much for joining me again. My name is Paddy Venner, and do have a look at the details on your screen right now for the website address. Go and see what I do, various things that I can offer you just to help you to have a successful life and just to give you some life pointers. And I don't come from a position of perfection, believe me. I do just come from a position of being somebody that's made his fair share of mistakes, and I think sometimes it's good to learn from somebody else's mistakes, and maybe I can just warn you of some of the pitfalls that might be in the way. I've entitled this talk, Happy or Right? Happy or Right? I listen very much to the teachings of Dr. Phil McGraw. Dr. Phil has his own TV show called Dr. Phil, which is on in America. And inexplicably, the show is not available in the UK, but I'm able to find it through other means. And he's a life coach, he's a psychiatrist, and he gives some very sage advice. I've read his books and listened to some of his podcasts. I give full accreditation to him for the information I want to pass on to you today. And where he actually asks the question, in life, what is more important to you? Do you want to be right or wrong? And obviously the answer is we all want to be right. And then he takes it further and he says, do you want to be happy or right? Do you want to be happy or right? So you get yourself into an argument, you get yourself into a situation, maybe with your husband, wife, partner, whoever it might be, a colleague, anyone, even your children, your parents. And there's a toing froing of ideas and words, and we come from a point of departure where we've got to ask ourselves, do I actually want to be happy or do I want to be right? Will I do absolutely anything, sacrifice happiness, sacrifice relationships, sacrifice good harmony, just so that I can be proven right? It's so important that I'm right. And I've seen marriages just falling to pieces, relationships, friendships crumbling because one person has absolutely determined not only am I right, but I'm going to do everything to prove that I'm right, even when in fact that they seem patently wrong. But it's asking ourselves that question, is it that important that I get proven right? Can we choose wisely? And say, is the end of this friendship really, really worth me proving myself to be right? Does it matter in your marriage? I remember listening to a wife, she was having this conversation with me and she was saying, I'm going to prove to my husband, I'm going to prove it. I'm going to prove that choice that I made, that it's right. I'm going to prove it. I'm determined. I'm going to show him. And I'm going to take pictures of this thing and I'm going to show him that I was right. And I just sat back and I thought, why? Does it really matter? So what? Is it that important? Does your marriage really hinge on the necessity to prove that you were right? I would much rather be happy and sit back and say, you know what, I've made some mistakes. It doesn't necessarily matter who's right or wrong in this particular thing. Why argue if it just doesn't matter? The strength of your marriage is so much more important than who's right and who's wrong. The chances are you're both a little bit wrong and you're both a little bit right. And what it comes down to, I find, is just communication, listening to one another. What is the other person actually trying to say? What is the subtext underneath the words? Is there a hurt that is trying to be expressed there? Is there something where I've been negligent? Am I not actually listening to the heart cry of this person? Do I want to be happy? Or do I want to be right? I would rather just be happy, and I generally am most of the time. That is just my nature, that's my personality. But I have opportunities every now and then where I could really try and drive a point home, when I've learned through wisdom of years just to sit back and say, it's actually not necessary. I'd rather be happy than right. I hope this helps you in some way. Please do contact me. Leave a comment underneath this video if you choose, and we'll chat again soon. Thank you.